So Slain Wanderer drops a giant jeweled eye.
What is this?
Which is the second of 2 quests about Nebahayomo, the green-eyed black jaguar of Nahantu, who is a deity akin to Loki. He's a trickster. He's a trickster with quite a bit of vanity. I mean, it's not vanity, it's well-deserved. And basically, someone essentially tried to use him as their spirit without asking. As a spirit-born, Nebahayomo goes and steals the guy's 2 children and raises them as jaguars. So the quest basically is the dude is like, I'm being hunted by these 2 jaguars, I need you to help me. You help him fight them, except it turns out they're his kids. And so this one, the Cat's Eye Curse, is the second, not the second part of that, but the second of 2 quests involving that specific cat spirit. Definitely entertaining to figure that out. And by entertaining, I mean, oh yeah, everything's terrible. It's like, yes, dude was definitely full of all of the hubris and probably shouldn't have done that. But also, his kids, man. Yeah, Midnight Jaguars is the first one. And Cat's Eye Curse is the second. Now let's do them, because it doesn't take very long, and one gives context to the other. Even though I did kind of narrate it. So these are clearly smoked jaguars, spirit jaguars. Clear the field, help this man, and then he's gonna make a bad choice. Because that's the nature of Sanctuary, is all choices are bad choices. So you ask Akamoto, are you badly injured?
I'll survive. But those jaguars slaughtered my companions in less time than it takes to tell it. I am Akamoto, a traveling exile in desperate need of a capable fighter. There's a temple nearby where I can wield what little sorcery I know and compel those beasts to reveal themselves again. Then, you can strike them down. Those beasts serve Nebahayomo, a foul and malicious trickster. Let's keep them bored. I should utter that name only sparingly. It's rude to speak of those who may be watching.
And that's the first time in the game you hear that particular spirit's name. The spirits we follow when you're a spirit-born are very different. But that's because they like people. Also, people don't try to trick them into deals. So we're gonna head right back to the dungeon we were just at. Except instead of being in the dungeon, this particular quest continuation will be upstairs, not downstairs.
This is the place.
And you ask Akamoto, what's next?
I should tell you something before we begin. Many years ago, I summoned the Dark Jaguar, Nebahayomo, in an attempt to control him. The Dark Jaguar was not pleased to be disturbed, and so gave me a choice. He would butcher every man, woman, and child in my village, sparing only me and my kin. Or I could give him my 2 infant sons. I lost my children that night. When my village learned what I'd done, I was exiled. I can't be certain, but these beasts might well be after me. I do know they must be stopped. Let us begin. Light the braziers. The incantation will not compel the Jaguars to come here. Merely alert them to our presence. I must find just the right words to entice them.
So your choices are to mock them, to flatter them, or to challenge them. The character does not know what's going on. I've already done this story, so I'm going, oh no. This is gonna suck. So he's like, alright, I need to figure out... the ritual will alert them to a presence. I need to say something to get them to show up. So you can mock the beasts, flatter the beasts, or challenge the beasts. I'm gonna go with challenge, because neither he nor I know who they are. But meta-knowledge, I don't want to mock or flatter these people, because they're people. Challenge the beasts.
Midnight Jaguars! A true warrior comes to face you! Reveal yourselves, or cast away your honor forevermore! Begone, blood-drinking spirits! My companion will strike you down if you do not flee this realm!
You see they're made out of smoke for the most part,
Why
right?
do you stare at me? Have I not given enough? What more could your master want?
Did the beasts escape? No. Something feels very wrong.
And Nyla Mage says, yeah, just a normal Sunday with a trickster god, really, right? So part of the reason why we're doing this instead of just doing dungeons is because I did a dungeon and got a gemstone that leads to a second quest related to this particular god. So I wanted to go back and find the first one and just do it so we have that context. Because the second one's also really fast. Whereas this one kind of goes, no, y'all done fucked up. They are injured and fleeing further.
They can't have gotten far with such grievous wounds.
He is gonna be so unhappy in a minute.
No. No. My sons. My poor children. The beasts were my sons. The Dark Jaguar kept them alive. After all these years, Nebahayomo's final insult was for me to bring death upon my own children. Leave me. There is nothing left save mourning and my own damning guilt.
So he's just gonna sit here crying and there's no further interactions. But now we're gonna go check out the Cat's Eye Curse. Search Lower Karast for a damaged religious idol. Because this dungeon, the Putrescent Larder, we found a gemstone on a corpse. And if you had previously done the Jaguars quest, then you're like, oh, this makes sense. But out of context, it doesn't really.
This must be it.
Return the giant jeweled eye to the idol of the Dark Jaguar. So again, if you hadn't done the Nebahayomo fight, you wouldn't have any context for what it is. But this looks a lot like the boys we fought earlier. You know, arms and legs mostly human. It's like the werecat of this place, with bone protrusions and a lot of augmentation. So we're just gonna put a jeweled eye right back in its head. One-eyed slaughterer, servant of Nebahayomo. And it doesn't tell you anything else. It's just, okay, you put an eye in a skeleton, in a statue, and then it turned into a person and fought you. If you don't zoom in to look at it, you don't realize that its arms are humanoid. Because its head armor is made to look very cat-like. It also had the vampiric buff. So,